Hello, this is Tim from timsquarefootgarden.com. It is November 8th, 2011, and today, since I don't have a whole lot to show you that's growing, I do have some things growing in the garden. I thought it'd be a good opportunity to show you some ways to extend the harvest and just some things that I use and do. Some of this is already on the website, but I just thought I'd take a quick little video just to show you around. What I have here is a raised bed that has, I use a lot of these floating row covers. These are really nice to use. Actually, you can even double, triple them up if you wanted to. They have come in different varying thicknesses, and you can use lighter ones. I like the medium ones, and if you need extra protection, you can always double or triple them up. But basically, what I have here is I have some cauliflower growing, and I'll just pull these back a little, and you can kind of see. Oh, there's some cauliflower in there. I usually just clip them up with. I use clothespins. There's some cauliflower growing in there. There's also have a little head of broccoli growing that's ready to be harvested. These work really well. I really like these row covers. You can use them on larger plants, and the great thing about it is they don't hold heat, so you don't have to worry about unwrapping them in a day. But they do give you a level of protection, especially medium protection, I would say. Of course, it gets down into like the mid to low 20s, and you might lose some plants, but so far so good, and those are doing really well. I'll move over here. I got another raised bed that I had some cabbage in, and I'll cover up my cabbage as well. I've already harvested some cabbage already, but I just usually just not anything really high tech, just to clip those off of there. And as you can see, I got some cabbage growing. I've already harvested some, but they do really well, and there's some more cabbage under there. So I usually just go ahead and keep these covered. Like I said, they don't build up heat, so these row covers are really handy. I really like them. So as you can see, they're growing under there, and I just use clothespins for those. So and to the back of the same bed, I have some broccoli growing. It's really done. So haven't covered it, and it's really ready to be pulled up now. Back here, I got some more broccoli, and what I use row covers on these, and since I already have my fencing, I just clothespin it to the top of the fencing, which is really pretty handy. We'll see if we can unclothespin these, and I can show you how things are growing under there. Hopefully the wind won't take them and make a sail out of it. All right, get an idea of what we got growing under there. Okay, as you can see, I got a couple of monster heads of broccoli. Those are ready to come out. Some I've already harvested, and looks like the worms are going at it, but that's okay. They're about done. So looks like I got a bunch of broccoli to harvest today. It's supposed to get cold toward the end of the next couple days, so I might try to get those harvested. But you can see it's doing really well, and actually I got some side shoots growing on some of these I've already harvested, so it works out really well. So there's some side shoots there that don't look too bad. So doing fairly well. That fall crop's done good for me, so I've been pleased with it. Now, what I also use for the smaller plants is and you've seen this on my website. This is it's not much to look at, but it's basically I use these plastic covered hoops, and I use these clips, and get some poly pipe. You can usually get that. I got mine from Tractor Supply, and you just have 3 lengths. This is a 3 foot by 5 foot row cover hoop house, and I use my lettuce in there, and I grow lettuce. As you can see, it's growing pretty good in there. Got some lettuce in there. It does really well. The only disadvantage to these is you really have to vent them, so I usually will, if it's going to be cold, I'll usually vent the sides, and so that's usually good enough. But if you leave that plastic on them, it will tend to overheat, so you have to vent them, and usually I'll take them off in the morning before I go to work. So but it works really well, and I'll actually overwinter some lettuce in there and see how it does. The last couple years it's actually done fairly well. Over here I have carrots growing, and I just took the plastic off just to kind of show you. This is actually not 3 foot long. This is probably more like 2.5 foot long, but I got some carrots tucked away in here, and you can see these clips. That's these guys right there. They just clip off. These are really, they work well to hold the plastic on. And I'll have carrots. Some of these are probably ready to harvest, but I'll have some probably in the ground until maybe even January. So we'll see how it does. But yeah, those are actually done really well too. And so anything that's a small plant like lettuce and carrots, you can usually put in a little hoop like this, a plastic covered hoop. And really the plastic doesn't have to be that big. I think it's like maybe a 2 or 3 mil plastic. You don't want obviously a black one, you want it opaque, but you can usually get a 50-foot roll pretty cheap at a hardware store, usually in the paint area. They usually use for drop cloths, and I'll use mine maybe some plastic. If you're careful with it, it'll last a couple times, couple uses. So pretty cheap actually, and the most expense you have is the poly pipe and the clips, but you know, those last a long time. So I just thought I'd show you what's growing. I might also take a little look here. I got my Brussels sprouts, and I haven't harvested those yet, but these suckers will be ready soon. There's some good looking sprouts on those. So haven't harvested any yet, but they're getting awful big, and I will be harvesting those. Those are really cold tolerant, so they're 4 foot tall, so have to stake them up. But yeah, I just thought I'd show you ways you can extend the growing season. Really pretty simple. Sometimes there's not much to look at, but it's effective. So, and just thought I'd show you ways to do it, and hopefully you can use some of these ideas in your garden. Thanks for visiting.